And welcome back to North of the Broad. Bennett Schiller has joined us for his monthly visit. As you know, he is a partner with Schiller and Hamilton Injury Lawyers. And today we're actually talking about the firm and the services they offer and their culture, because for 5 years in a row, the Island Packet has named your firm the Lowcountry personal injury firm of the area.
Yeah, it's the best of the Lowcountry.
The best of the Lowcountry. Yeah. So let's discuss a little bit about the firm, when you started it, where it's located, and then we'll get into culture.
Well, we started this journey back in '96 and gone through several different versions of the law firm, but we've been at it quite a while. We have 4 offices,
right.
One here, Rock Hill, South Carolina, Lancaster, and Charleston.
And so were you the original, and then you added
Correct.
Hamilton?
Yeah, so we started out, I left the law firm and started this firm in '96, and because we want to do something different. I believe that culture is really important in a law firm, because if you're going to provide a good product and a good service, you know, it starts with your team, and we have a really good team that works really hard to maintain a good culture.
Right, and there are other firms, and there are larger firms, but what you're saying is the culture and developing that trust with your client is so integral and critical to your success.
Sure, you know, our vision is not to be the largest, and you know, some firms talk about, you know,
bigger's better.
Size matters,
right,
bigger's better,
right.
And there's a race to see who can be the biggest law firm. That's not our goal. Our goal is to be the most trusted injury law firm in the Carolinas, and we do that through relentless mindful service. Our mission statement is through relentless mindful service. We want to ensure that our clients recover physically, emotionally, and financially. Right. So that's our mission. And of course, we have core values in our firm, and I think that's really important because, like you mentioned, trust is obviously an issue that a lot of people have with attorneys.
So as you're bringing, how many attorneys do you have?
We have 9.
Okay. And as you're bringing in new attorneys, and how do you know that they're going to live by these values and this mission statement and be trustworthy, to be honest?
Obviously, we want to make sure that they are willing to spend time serving the community, serving the client.
Right.
Because we believe that, you know, you really have to get to know your client. And, you know, that's something that AI can't do. We talked about that, I think, on one of the episodes. But, you know, it's about connection. You know, our job is to recover everything that the client is entitled to. And some of that are what we call non-economic damages. It's the loss of enjoyment of life. And so if you don't know how this injury has impacted them, and if you don't know what they value and the things that they've been taken away, how can you recover that for them? So you really need to build a relationship with your client. And we do that. We stress that in our firm. Our core values are trust, empathy, commitment, and results. So we want to treat every client that comes in our office as they're part of our family, and really build a bond and a relationship with them. And that helps us, you know, do a better job for them.
Well, but you know what? When I think about, like with doctors, you know, you only have like 10 minutes in with a doctor. It takes time to develop that trust and become a partner with your physician. Do you all take that time to really get to know your clients?
We encourage all of our team members to really get to know everyone, and spend a little bit of time with them. You know, even go to their house and see how their life has been affected. You know, so again, it's just really getting to know the client. So, you know, that one call, that's all kind of thing is way more than that. And it should be way more than that. Right.
And so your attorneys, they have to really be skilled in a number of ways besides, you know, having that empathy and creating that relationship. I mean, they have to be skilled in investigation skills and, and communication.
They need to be intelligent and competent, but they also need to be kind.
Right.
They need to be considerate. They need to have passion for what we do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, our job is to make sure that our clients get outstanding service, because that's what's going to separate us from all of these larger firms that come in from out of state And these are nationwide law firms that we're competing against, and it's tough.
Well, you just said it, nationwide, you're local. You're local, South Carolina, whether it's Beaufort or up in Lancaster or whatever, you are representing those individuals and those citizens of South Carolina.
Right, we serve the communities that we
You serve the communities, and not only do you serve them with the business, but you also contribute, and you're part of the fabric of your communities, which I think is so important. So thank you, Bennett, for what you do and your service to the various communities that you serve.